Hello there. This episode of the 23 Shots of JD podcast is brought to you by the studs over at Transcending Organics, the purest CBD out there, now even shipping worldwide.
Look, with Transcending Organic CBD oil, I've been feeling better than Mr. Worldwide, which is not that hard because, before that I was a mess, didn't stretch enough. And mate, you do want to see me on a foam roll. It looks terrible. But nevertheless, since taking CBD oil, I've been feeling much better, way less aches and way less pains. It's great.
Mate, well, if it makes Jordan feel good, then that does it for me. That's impossible, I thought. So shout out to Transcending Organics. Thank you for supporting the podcast.
If you're really interested, we have the links to the website below, or search Transcending Organics on Google.
Or anywhere, mate, not just Google.
Anyway, Google, Yahoo, Bing, other search engines. I think that's all, isn't it, though? Surely
it's definitely not all.
Well, the other ones. But yeah, if you search Transcending Organics and you're interested in buying something, chuck in our code 23JD. Cheeky 20% off of single and non-sale items. Treat yourself. And look, again, thanks to Transcending Organics for supporting the show.
If you want to push Pete, push Transcending Organics, mate.
Oh, morning, my good sir.
How you going, mate?
Change of scenery or?
Nah, I'm just in bed. Using your tactic, mate.
One of those situations. That's when
cold, I want to make it a bit cozy, a bit toasty.
Well, usually that's a sign of a rough one. I'm not gonna lie. You've had. It looks like you've had a rough weekend.
Had a rough week. Yeah, I've had a rough week, but it's good. Feeling good now. What's going on with your hair, mate? It's all freaking. Did you get it unpermed or something?
No, it's just messy.
Shit, is that what happens before you put what do you got to perm? What kind of products do you have to use for that?
Nah, nothing out of the ordinary.
Don't you have to use something to keep
you have to use product. Yeah, when my hair, you have to use product because it just gets too frizzy.
If you don't put product in, doesn't it go unperm? Or is that bullshit?
No, it's just not as pronounced, I guess,
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Especially the product I use, it's product.
What do you use? What do you do? What's the function?
It's I don't know. It's called this creme flex thing. It's just meant to make it a bit more curly, a bit more looser, opposed to and make it a bit more. I can't really say a bit more bouncy and stuff. I don't know. You when you watch one of those ads, those ads directed to females about hair, where it's silky, smooth, bouncy, energetic, all these random.
I actually haven't seen a female hair product video for a long time.
It's very.
I don't know where they've gone. They used to be all over the place.
Yeah, well, maybe that's what
I don't watch free-to-air TV anymore. That's the problem.
what I mean.
I don't watch those ads.
That's what you need.
And the targeted advertising doesn't show me them.
Exactly. Well, I don't want to know what targeted ads you're getting. Knowing your history, for me, it's probably some mad stuff. But yeah, it's usually it's a classic pharmacy ads where it's look, we sell perfume and we sell toothpaste. And then look, we have this new hair product.
Yeah, those general ones.
Yeah, you're geez, what a weird ad.
Now that targeting advertising exists, I feel normal TV and radio shows they've been shafted because why would you advertise your product on a TV when you can just advertise it directly to people who you want via the YouTube or just an Instagram ad?
Yeah, you're not wrong. But I don't know. It feels like TV, maybe pay TV and probably even I don't know, digital radio, whatever. Most of the ads are just ads for the station or for the network.
Exactly.
So Fox Sports would be oh yeah, no interruptions during the footy, even though 5 minutes of interruptions is dedicated every fucking 20 minutes to saying there's no ads. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, true. They do that. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of advertising for your own thing, or they'll advertise for their programs.
Yeah.
Instead of actual ads. Yeah, they do that a lot.
Yeah. They do it on the radio heaps as well. It's
honestly, I don't have a problem with the ads. As in those pop-up ads that they have at the bottom, of the screen. Every now and then, I don't mind one. Doesn't make a difference in the viewing experience.
You know what?
It really doesn't. It's not a brag.
I don't actually mind it because it cuts up what you're watching a little bit.
Yeah,
it cuts it up. Maybe you don't want it in the middle of the movie. That's obviously not.
And as long as the ad doesn't suck.
Yeah. That's what you need. You need a good ad. You need a good ad.
Whole different kettle of fish.
And preferably like more variety as well. It sucks if you're seeing like the same, like when you're watching like the footy on Frito TV, if you're seeing the same alcohol ad like in the same like advertisement window. So it might be, let's say the advertisement window is like 5 minutes. And then the first ad's like, you know, an alcohol brand. And then the last ad's the same alcohol brand. It's like, I've seen 3 ads and 2 of them have been the exact same.
But sometimes they want that. They like time up to go back to back or to sandwich them so that you get it and then you reinforces.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, it's probably a bit of a smart tactic, but for me,
I'm talking about those banner ads, and also like you're watching the footy and like on channel, and they'll brag about like no ads, no like pop up ads. But like on the screen, on the sideline, there's ads all over the field. There's ads on the sideline. There's the banners on the stadium. Like, really doesn't make a difference. Like an extra banner going across the bottom of the screen doesn't change anything. There's ads all over the field. Plus, they have those green screen ads that like are on the field, but are actually just adjusted to your country. Like you're getting ads either way. It really doesn't make a difference as long as like you're not missing the game. I don't see the problem with it. Like, I don't think it's a brag for a company to be like, we have siren to siren, like no ads. Like, really doesn't make a difference. Ads all over the field.
Yeah, no, especially watching. It's weird, dude, especially Australian sports. Just it's all ads. It's so many ads, like ads on the jerseys, ads like you said.
Yeah,
like the craziest one. I was watching the footy and like they'll pan to the coach's box. And they'll be on their laptops, obviously, looking at the analytics. Yeah, they got ads on the laptops. You got ads. They'll be wearing they will be wearing a button-up shirt, like a nice corporate button-up shirt. Ads everywhere. Ads everywhere. They'll be wearing your hat. Ads. You're wearing your team polo. Ads.
They have their water bottles out there.
Ads. You'll be wearing You see people walking to the stadium wearing suits. Ads. It's ridiculous.
Dude, Australian sports is like really. Like people credit like Adam Silver for like making the NBA go global and really expanding it, and David Stern in a commercial sense. But like, dude, Australian sports have been ahead of it, dude. Like in the NBA, in the NFL and the NBA, they don't have shirt. They didn't have shirt sponsors in the NBA until very recently, and they're only those like tiny ones on like the left pec, like really small. And like the NFL, there's no jersey ads. I don't think you get like a Macca's on the back of like an NFL jersey. Whereas like Australian
I don't think NFL has
sports,
it at all.
No, dude, they've been steroiding up those jerseys for years with ads. They got the coaches got ads. You will never see like Sean McVay on the sideline with just like KFC all over his t-shirt. Whereas like in the NRL, which is like NRL is not well run. Like NRL, AFL, like these aren't like you can't watch videos overseas. Like this is not like Apple standard. Like these are not like what you'd study how to run a business. But like they're ahead of the game in terms of like saturating their viewers with ads.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I've always wondered, like again, what is the going rate for like an ad, like a laptop sticker ad on a, you know, for a team? Sure, like
I know the Warriors charge like 40 mil a year for their left crest ad. I think that
40 mil.
I think that's like the band. That's the figure.
Oh wait, sorry. I thought you were saying the New Zealand Warriors. No.
No. Jesus. I think the Bulldog. I think you can sponsor like an NRL team, like main jersey sponsor. I think like $1 million for a season.
Yeah,
it is more than enough.
Because I remember when the Bulldogs had their whole scandal, or whatever.
Yeah,
and then the sponsor, the main jersey sponsor, dropped that. They're like, yeah, it was like $1 million, which I'm thinking. Yes, it's obviously a lot of money, but if
I have someone who I know has a relationship with someone who is high up in a company that may or may not now be sponsoring them, and they may or may not have confirmed to me that $1 million was the asking price. Like, I was told $1 million was the asking price.
It's not a lot. Like, if you have like a big company, that's not a lot. But
what is the NRL salary cap? Like $8 million? Like it's 1/8 of the cap. It's not nothing.
Yeah. And you know, the NRL salary cap's always been a bit of a mess with like how certain players can get certain deals that are not on the books and stuff. So that probably adds to it, like what type of sponsors you get. So like if you get a good sponsor, then they'll probably pay for something. But
they have in the NRL, they have when they're doing this is another example. The NBA, they just do the lineup. I assume I haven't been to an NBA game in years. Never been to one actually. I've been to a preseason game, but in the NRL, when you're there live, when they do the lineups, they don't just go like and introducing it hooker, Sam Verrills, prop, Takeaho, I can't say his first name.
Yeah.
They go like sponsored by Mitsubishi Electric, Sonny Bill Williams.
Yeah.
At 5'8", sponsored by Clean Up Your House Cleaning, sponsored by the halfback lawn mowing services, Luke Keary. Like they have, each player has like a sponsor.
Yeah.
They say before, like, I don't know who gets the money for that, but like that's another revenue stream they have. I think, would the players get that money?
I don't know. That is a good question.
Is that their third party sponsor?
No. I mean, Jesus, there's some shafting if you're a third party. I wonder if you get to choose. I wonder if
you get.
Yeah, which player you get, or is it just random? Like, if it's just like, sorry, mate, you're gonna get the 18th man. It's like,
surely Sonny Bill is more expensive than like, I don't know, the 17th man.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, sorry, mate, all the positions are filled. You're gonna have Lindsay Collins. You're gonna be sponsoring Lindsay Collins. You're like, really?
Well, he's not even that bad. He's a state of origin player.
But I mean, like, imagine if you're like the Roosters, like the amount of players they have, and it's like, oh god, I got stuck.
Yeah, it's like, why does he get Teddy? He gets what's the halfback name? Sam Walker, and then I get stuck with like the reserve front rower who's like got called in because the actual reserve front rower was out injured.
Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a very fair point. I wouldn't be surprised that they do get compensated somehow. But
I think that must be.
But you have to be you have to be big though. Like you can't be like Jim. You can't be like Sam's Landscaping or something and be forking out money to bloody Brad Parker or something. Surely that can't be the case. Surely
I don't know.
not.
Usually those companies are like actual big companies. Like that could buy ad space on like the TV network.
I don't know, boss. I think it's maybe because you support the Bulldogs and they're like a big team that gets big corporate money from out west. But some of the sponsors that Manly gets, they are like Sam's Landscaping in DY. Yeah. Like, you're like, bro, like I'm like, surely you have better areas to invest your money in than buddy Brad Parker.
I love on the you get companies like that boxes on those like undercards of like Barry Hall fights. The boxes like tattoo their mates like tradie businesses on their backs
so and
like on their chests.
That's so genius. Which is like that's like the next step. I'm surprised more people don't do that.
Yeah, it's there's nothing stopping them.
Like if I'm Tim Zoo and like I don't know, what's like a big Australian company, I'd like true. Some like rubbish company was like, oh yeah, we're gonna let me like paint our sponsor.
I think he's sponsored by a betting company. Like when I saw him do the open workout at Bondi, there was a betting company. I honestly can't remember which one it is. That was it was all over all the promotion. It was just all over it. So I think he's sponsored by a betting company.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, to be fair, that he put in a good performance overseas. He did get dropped in the first round, but I mean, after
he got dropped in the first round. I didn't see that.
Yeah, he got like.
How did he look overall?
He dominated a fight. He just had like a flash knockdown in the first round. But it was like one of those fights where it's like, yes, he dominated the opponent, but if you're like Charlo or Crawford,
was the opponent any good?
He was an Olympian. And I think he was like 22-2. Like he's
not bad.
He's a good entry point, but it's like he's not like a title contender. Like it's like one of those good. It's like a good like.
Is Tim Zoo got a title?
Prove a fight. No. Oh, he's got like all the like the local Aussie Pacific.
So
Asia Pacific titles.
I assume he'd be wanting to go for a title soon.
Well, exactly. That's what he's always originally wanted the Charlo fight, but I think
he wants to fight Charlo.
Yeah, he wants to fight.
Could he beat Charlo? Charlo's been beaten. Which one? There's two of them.
Is it Jamel? I think it might be Jamel.
Is it the one who was like
whoever the champion is?
Well, because they've both been champions in different weight classes. One of them lost to, I think it was no, what was it? No, one of them. I don't know the difference between the two. Was he Jared Hurd's division?
Which one's this one? Jamel, Charlo.
Either way, either Charlo. They're the fucking same thing.
Oh wait, their name's exactly the same as well. Jeez,
it's Hermel and like Jermel or something.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's literally an A. A and E is the difference.
Yeah. Well, either way, would he beat either Charlo? We don't know how good either Charlo is.
That's what it's I don't know. It's a bit hard. It is a bit hard to tell. Like, I'm always maybe it's just because like I don't maybe it's tall poppy syndrome or something. But it's just like you look at the Americans, they're more just like physically like insane. Like I look at Tim Tszyu and I'm like he dominated. Like the guy that he was fighting was like physically better than him, but he dominated him. Like put the pace on.
Yeah, boxing's not about bodybuilding.
But still, you sort of just look at like something like a Jamel Charlo, like they have like a good boxing frame.
Yeah. But I've seen Charlo get like in his last fight when he fought that guy from Detroit who beat him on points and then he came and he knocked him out even though he was losing. He can be beaten. And that guy who beat him from Detroit was not.
I don't make sure this Charlo. God.
Was not like physically a big guy. So yeah, Tim Tszyu primed for title upset. I don't know about that, but
yeah, it is Jamel or Hermel.
I mean, Charlo's he's been arrested on a felony charge as of February, so I don't know when he's going to be.
No, it said he's fighting Brian Castano in May, and they're saying that he's.
I think that's.
And they're fighting for basically
Castano's good.
And they're fighting like everybody. Yeah, he drew against Castano the first time.
Yeah, I heard this guy was good. Is this the Castano? Where's he from?
Brian Castano.
He's Argentinian?
He is. Yes, you're correct. Argentinian. Yeah, that's what I thought. Jeez, he's short. He's a short lad, though. Short lad for the division. Jesus.
He's 32. Well, he's 171. Yeah, he's my height. Fucking fighting Charlo.
Yeah, Charlo's thank you. What's Charlo? 6 foot. Yeah, 5'11", 6 foot. So I think.
So is that the weight that Tim Tszyu would fight, or is it the other Charlo's?
No,
weight?
He's this weight.
So that means he's in this one. I assume that's what is that? He's the.
It says something middleweight.
There's too many divisions. Too many
light middleweight.
So he would be fighting Charlo, Castano, Jared Hurt. These types of guys.
Charlo has the WBA, WBC, IBF belts, and then Castano has the WO belt. So they're actually fighting for the unified title, I guess.
Okay.
And then, Tim Tszyu's ranked. He's ranked 5th. Jesus, how's Liam Smith so low? He really fell off.
Yeah, he couldn't he fight Tim Tszyu? Wouldn't that?
Yeah, Liam. Yeah, exactly. He really fell off the earth.
Well, yeah, didn't he?
He fought Canelo.
Yeah, he fought Canelo.
Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, he did.
Yeah, he fought Canelo.
Yeah, he fought Canelo. He got fucking destroyed.
Oh,
Jeez, that's a lot of fights since Canelo, to be fair. When did he fight Canelo? Oh,
it was a while ago, I think.
2016.
It was Liam Smith who lost to...
that's what I'm thinking of.
Ryan Garcia. Liam Smith lost to Ryan Garcia, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Dude, I don't know what's going on with Ryan Garcia. That guy's career is fried. I don't know what he's doing.
Or did you see the announcement with or pending announcement with what's his name? The Greek god. What's his name? The champion, Kambosos.
Yeah. Is he going to fight Ryan Garcia?
No, he's going to fight. They say he's going to fight Haney in Melbourne.
Wasn't he supposed to fight? Lomachenko? Did they have a fight lined up? Was that like done?
I think so. I don't know. I think it's all over. I think it's just all over the place. But I believe Haney and him are going to be announced in Melbourne.
Okay, Haney and that'll be fucking insane.
Like at Marvel Stadium, which is like 50K arena.
That'll be a fucking huge fight.
Wild.
You'll get to find out how good Haney is because he hasn't fought anyone good.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, he just fights whoever Gervonta Davis beats up.
Yeah, that whole division's a bit of like not a fake division.
You don't really know how good people are.
It's hard to tell.
Like Lopez, Lomachenko, and
But do we know Lopez is actually that good?
Yeah, because he beat Lomachenko.
But was it just like a fight where it's just like he got him at the right time? Because that's really his only good opponent is Lomachenko.
That Comey fella apparently was decent.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, to be fair, Ryan Garcia did beat the Olympic champion.
He beat Liam Smith, so that's why he's good. Yeah. He's decent.
And then Haney, he's had some.
Haney Davis haven't really fought anyone. Haney Davis haven't really fought anyone. Davis just annihilates who he fights. That's all.
Yeah.
But I don't know, dude. Like, but Ryan Garcia. So I don't know what he's doing because he's split from Canelo's team.
Yeah, because Canelo just fucking maybe not Canelo directly, but his team trashed him. Like, mate, the guy's just does all the trading for Instagram. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, he should have.
I get it. Like, get the bag while you can. That's what he's doing. Like, he's got massive sponsorships, like Gymshark.
No, but I don't think they talk shit about him. Did they? Like,
yeah, they said that they just like he just doesn't train hard.
oh yeah, that's fine, but that's not their
Yeah,
fault
but
for
I mean-
saying that.
Yeah, but I would feel offended if I was like, bro, what? Like, this is the best fight in the world, and they're basically saying that you're not good enough for our camp. Like, you can't handle what we can handle, which means you probably can't handle being the best.
They should have had an internal discussion first.
Well,
For
that's what it
sure.
seems. That's what it seems most. It always happens, even like in like regular sports, like basketball and stuff. The coach would just come out and be like, "Oh, he's sort of, just been hasn't really
The
performed."
Ben Simmons thing.
Yeah, Ben Simmons. And then Ben
Doc
Simmons like,
Rivers.
Ben Simmons says, like, bro, what the hell? Like, you didn't have to say that
Yeah.
to everyone. Just tell me behind closed doors.
I don't know. I don't know. It seems like, I did see the video of Canelo basically being like, he doesn't fucking train. He shows up late. He's lazy.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the same work ethic as us. I did see that video.
Yeah,
But look, Canelo would say that for no reason. Like,
yeah, exactly.
not
That's what I mean.
Ryan
Yeah.
Garcia should listen to him.
Yeah, I know.
But who
I
knows?
know.
Dude, I guess this is like inevitable that we end up here. But talking about communication inside a team, inside a household, mate. We got to talk about the Will Smith thing. Dude,
Insane. Dude, I was in the toilet when our friend posted in the group chat, like, did you see the Will Smith Chris Rock? And I was like, I just assumed it was like some funny video because comedic actor, comedian. I was like, there's probably some funny video, I guess. Then when I searched it up, Jesus Christ, what the hell did I watch?
dude, the slap,
What the hell did I watch?
the slap, I was like, oh, like that's kind of fucking weird, but whatever. But like him, like yelling after the
Yeah.
slap, like almost in tears, be like, "Kill my wife's name." I was like, whoa, dude, like, geez, settle it, fella.
Chris Rock's just like, dude, it's a G.I. Jane joke. And then he's just
That's why
"Keep your
some
wife
people
out of
like
my mouth. Keep my wife out of my mouth.
100%. That's the part where like some people are like, oh, it might be fake. I think it's 100% real because of the way the disdain in Chris Rock's response. Like the fact that Chris Rock was like, dude, like it was a joke. And then when he's like, Will Smith's like, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. And he's like, but I will move on. And I was like, oh shit, he was about to open up the August shit. Like that's why I think that was
But the more
real.
See, I do agree. Initially, I agreed. I'm like, mate, this guy's heated. He's emotional. Like, it looked bad. But the more I think about it, the more like the aftermath. He wins Best Actor. He goes into the after party. He's like having fun at the after party, dancing to his music. The more I think about it, it could be staged. It's insane if it is. It's insane if it is. But it's Hollywood. And I don't know if they got the bat signal halfway through the. Did you know the Oscars was on? Did you even know it was on?
No.
Exactly. So it's.
But apparently they didn't show it. They didn't show it during the US broadcast.
You are right.
They cut that out. So clearly someone.
It was only
know.
international. It was only international.
Yeah, a producer in America who was in charge of the whole American audience didn't know about it.
Yeah, that's another good point. It was only the international broad. I think it was like Australia and Japan or something. It's something
And
weird.
plus, like, it got like that's how things normally go. Like when someone, like we've all been there when a friend has chucked a tantrum and ruined the night. Usually, they continue on their night, not really knowing that. I was listening to Joe Rogan, his take on it. The shit on the table that he's taken. Like when someone ruins a night, usually they continue it. Like they don't go like, oh, I've ruined the night, I will go home.
Yeah. So yeah,
they continue and act almost as if it didn't happen. And then like that's what generally happens. You like if you have a tantrum at me and we're at pre's on a night out,
yeah,
you're not going to go home. You're going to continue on, and everyone's just going to have to awkwardly continue around you, which is exactly what happened. So that's another reason why I think that was real.
Yeah, I just find it suspicious. It's like he won the award he won Best Male Actor. That's like the most coveted award in like acting history, and it just seems suspicious that he would do that, and then 10 minutes later he's up on stage, knowing that there's all this social media buzz going, oh, we have to tune into the Oscars.
I think he like mentioned it though in his speech. Like he started crying and shit. Like
he
would only
did.
start crying if like you had like that makes sense that he would cry.
The thing is that I do agree. Like the
could all be a ruse. Though,
emotion. That's what I mean. These guys. He's an actor for 30 years.
He knows what he's doing.
If he wanted to cry on demand, he can cry on demand.
That's true.
So I wouldn't be surprised. But
there is truly no way of knowing because they are both actors. Anything they did could have been like obviously staged to perfection. And we will never know if it was real or not.
And it's so rogue
until they confirm it.
It's so rogue. Like even the joke itself is rogue. Like
it just makes sense though.
It doesn't. What?
I think it all makes sense. It all makes so much sense.
It lines up to be fake because you're like, why would Chris?
No, it lines up to be 100% real.
No, I think the more I've sat with the events that have happened, I've just think it could be fake. It doesn't. Why would he like talk about
it? Because Jada,
why would he talk about it at all? Like she's not even relevant. She's not even relevant at all.
Yeah, but there's a billion people there. A comedian's got to pick on someone, and she did have a shaved head. How did he know someone she was going to have a shaved head? Because those jokes are written beforehand. How did he know she was going to? That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean,
that is interesting.
She has shaved heads. Like she's always had like low haircuts. She's never had long hair.
Well, she's got alopecia, which we can get into that in a bit. But like, I guess if you were going to say it was staged, like, how did he know she was going to show up that night with the shaved head in advance, or did he just have that one off the cuff? But they don't do things off the cuff.
That's what I mean. Like that's what I mean.
But it's Chris Rock.
They would have known that he was going to do it. They would have known he was going to do like say what he's going to say, unless he just came up there. And again, it is Chris Rock. He
might have.
He's done the Oscars before, and he said some crazy stuff.
But there's also history. He had a fat go at Jada Smith. I think it was in like 2006.
When he hosted 2016, he hosted
2016.
He hosted the Oscars.
What did he say?
And basically, Jada Pinkett Smith didn't go. She did. She came out and said, I'm not going because there's not enough black representation." Even though Chris Rock's, I don't think there was any black nominees in like the major categories.
Okay.
So she's like saying in protest, "I'm not going," and I think that's what they had Chris Rock. I think Chris Rock was presenting.
Yeah, he was doing the same thing, emceeing it.
Yeah, emceeing because, they tried probably for the color or whatever, unfortunately. But yeah, he basically, the joke was basically like, oh, Jada Pinkett Smith's not coming out to the Oscars. And he's like,
she's not invited anyway.
She's like, cool, who invited her? She's on TV. That's it.
So that's it. Look, I don't know, man. I just think it makes sense. Like, he slapped her because think of I just think all the embarrassment that his wife has put him through.
Out of all the jokes he could have done, out of all the jokes he could have done. But that's the thing.
When you push someone over the edge,
she had the shaved head.
But like,
that's the joke that's going to tip you.
That's why it's so stupid.
He has been clowned for his wife.
That's why I think it was pushing.
Talking on public phones about getting her back blown out by R&B singers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't just that, dude. It's been like, it was that it started out with, but like, haven't they had like many episodes since where she just says like, just embarrassing shit about him?
She said like, oh, Will Smith can't satisfy me well in bed.
Yeah,
what do you say? Yes, she did.
It's like, it's a trailer shit. That's why I think it's like pent up embarrassment of getting just dragged through the mud by his misso for just years now in public. I think that is like what caused him to go over the edge. Like he had to act irrationally because he got pushed over the edge is all I think, and he acted irrationally.
I would say what aids in your point is when you watch the reaction to the joke, Will Smith is laughing, so it seems like initially he's like, "Oh, funny," but then you can
does it because you look at the gives him the daggers.
Exactly. Yeah, she's not laughing, and she probably
explains all the issues in the first place. If your wife had an issue so obvious, as in like it's physical, you see it every day as alopecia, and she's insecure about that, how the fuck do you not know? Like if your wife got his shaved head because she's got alopecia and you're at an award ceremony and she's insecure as fuck about that, so insecure that if a joke was made about her having a shaved head, she would be fucking like depressed inside.
Yeah.
How do you not know that she's that insecure about it to the point where you actually laugh when that joke comes up? Like, what is the communication here?
But that's what I mean. I think he was just laughing to laugh. You know, everyone has that in conversation when someone says like they might say something funny and everyone else laughs and you don't really understand the jokes in, but you just sort of like chuckle a little bit just to make it not awkward. Where you're just sort of just looking at that. Like that's what he did. He's just like, oh, okay, and then
but then to go from that,
that's what I mean. That's why it's crazy.
That's why I think
it could be fake. That's why it could be fake.
Nah, I think it just shows like just how broken that relationship is. Like the communication, everything. Like I think he's just so over. Maybe he won't admit it. He's coming out saying like love will make you do stupid things. I honestly think like that guy has just inside just had enough.
Oh, dude, no,
this shit.
He's been literally been pushed to the floor and then kicked on the ground,
just bullied by his misso.
Bullied
now
for
to the
no
point
reason.
where like the Stockholm syndrome, where he will just go out and do her bidding for that. Like he's legitimately so like he's been beaten into submission by this woman so badly that like she gives him the daggers because she's upset at a joke, which fair enough. If I had alopecia and someone made that joke, I'd probably be cool with it because I'm a relaxed guy, but like I can see a world where I wouldn't be. Yeah. And like she gives him the daggers and he just fucking slaps a guy in front of everyone. Like
that's it. He went 0 to 100. Like,
and I don't think it's fake for one reason. It looks stupid. Look how dumb he looks. Why would he do it if it was fake?
Yes, he does make a fool out of himself. That's why I find it more practical if he didn't do the slap and he just yelled out during the broadcast. Like if he just yelled out going, "Oi, don't talk about my wife like that." And then like Chris would say, "We're sorry." It's like, "Do not talk about my wife like that." Then I think people would have given him more respect than him just going
get up and slap a comedian.
Slap a guy and like you slap him, bro. At least deck him. I would have decked him. You're gonna get the same charge anyway, probably. You would have punched him in the face.
I think he knew. Like,
he would have got more. He would have got more respect.
Tysoned him.
He would have got more respect if he bloody fucking.
Nah, the backlash, bro. You can't.
If he Tysoned him,
bro. If he just like,
but if he Deontay Wilded him,
no, dude, he would have He would have been in handcuffs, bro. He's so lucky. Chris Rock took it like a champ, dude.
Oh, his chin's insane.
Dude, if he had flatlined Chris Rock, there would have been a whole different story.
Now, actually, you know what? Imagine just knocked him out cold.
And if he had wrestled he would have looked pathetic.
Well, yeah. I think you could.
I think it was the only thing you could have done. Like, and I think
it's such a rich thing to do, though. Like, slap.
Well, what else is he gonna do? Like, RG barge him, hold me back. Like, no. He had to do something like
pushed him, or pushed him. That's what I just like.
Yeah, but what's he gonna do after he pushes him? Walk back and sit down.
No, you shove him. You shove him, and then when he's on the ground, you just yell at him, saying, "Do not talk about my wife like that," and then you walk off, and you're like, you look more dominating.
He could have done that.
All he did is slap like he didn't even like yell at him at the point either. He just slapped him and then walked away. So everyone's even more confused. They're like, all right, now that's why it makes it more conjecture if it was a bit. If he slapped him, like, "Do not talk about my wife like that," and came back. Okay, but he slapped him. Slapped him.
Conspiracy theory time. It was fake. Why would they fake that?
Ratings, 100% ratings.
But why would Will Smith do that?
Because I think he knew he was winning Best Actor, and they wanted more. He wanted more eyes on him. He doesn't. Because now everyone knows that he's better.
I'm gonna go see that movie now.
That's
still in cinemas.
That's the only reason I find it suspicious. Because it's literally like 10 minutes later he wins. If he already won and then he did it, okay. But it's like. The biggest award is literally the biggest award. It's like the Dally M medal. It's like the NBA MVP. Most people watch the award show just to
main actor, yeah,
to see that. Maybe, obviously, probably female as well. I'm not trying to offend the females, but I think the male actor because of how competitive it is and like
yeah, dig that hole, bro. Dig that hole.
The
main actor, men or women, is
you know what I mean. Like there's a bit more mistake. Like think about Leo. Like it was so elusive for him to win.
Dude, stop digging yourself the hole.
It was so elusive to win him. You know, they're not like if you're a really good female actor, I think you would have got the award eventually. They're not like
dude, what are you doing?
They're not Leo DiCaprio.
I keep extending you the olive branch, but you keep just
okay. We ended there, but I'll finish by saying this. I don't think there's a Leo DiCaprio equivalent in the female, like where there's like a woman that's never they're not like they're not
Meryl Streep. I know she's an idiot.
I'm pretty sure she's won, hasn't she? Isn't she like nominated every year? Surely she won.
Oh, well then I don't know. Anne Hathaway. I don't fucking know.
I think she's won as well. That's what I mean. I'm thinking
Julia Roberts or whatever.
I think she's won. I think that's what I mean. I think a lot of them have won, like the big dogs. There's not a big dog that hasn't won. Like Jennifer Lawrence has won. Maybe Halle Berry could be the. I don't know. I don't know. No, I think Halle Berry's won.
Though, Anne Hathaway.
Insane.
Saw photos of Instagram. I don't know what's going on there. Insane.
She's like reverse aged. It's actually crazy.
Yeah. Just a quick shout out, you know. Shout out Tan.
But yeah, so what are you saying? Conspiracy time.
It does make sense. Like now, like when that everyone knows he won because of this. Everyone now, when that show is put on Netflix, so that movie's on Netflix, everyone is watching that shit.
It's bad though. Like you can tell what type of society we live in now when like the family, like the Williams family, has to come and be like, we don't condone violence. It's like,
yeah, of course.
It's like, of course, like no one's blaming you for what happened here, but because it's just merely associated, it's like, I guess we have to come and be like, oh, we don't condone violence, blah 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 blah. But the bigger question here is, would you do it?
Would you do it? Guy?
Would you?
No.
You're in the same situation.
First of all, if my wife ever said, "Hey, I had an affair with our son's friend," I'd be like, God, "This is done." That's what I mean. Like, we wouldn't get there. We wouldn't get to that point. All right. But in that situation, am I assuming the same relationship issues? Or am I just saying if my wife, like my wife, great relationship, and he just gets up and makes fun of my wife's alopecia?
Yeah.
I'm not slapping. I'm waiting to the commercial break. If first of all, if I know,
and let's say you don't know him either, or let's say he's made a joke previously in 2016, so you have that context as well. Like he's made fun of your wife.
Like he's gone after my misso.
Yeah.
What I would do is
I would send the goons.
First of all, I wouldn't laugh at it in the first place. I would probably just wait till the commercial break. I'd make a really unimpressed face because then everyone could be like, whoa, why was he unimpressed? And later I'd be like, because she got alopecia, it's a big deal. And throw the comedian under the bus and be like, bro, he made fun of her like medical condition. You win it that way. Or you wait till a commercial break when the whole world's not watching and you do whatever you want then. I mean, I probably wouldn't slap the guy. I'd probably just be like, dude, do not fucking go up to her and just be like, do not fucking say another word. That was fucking rude. She's insecure about it. You probably didn't know. You're right. But like I'm saying, don't fucking bring it up again.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. The little hobby back.
It's a fair point.
Or if I want to slap him or Tyson him, I do that. But I do it I do it in the commercial break when the cameras aren't rolling. I certainly don't fucking do it. I don't walk onto stage. Like make the whole show awkward for everyone else, make an idiot myself, then go back, bawling my eyes out, yelling, keep my wife's name out of my, like, no, like he handled that like a fucking 5-year-old.
That's what I mean. It was pathetic. It was actually pathetic. Like, that's what I mean. Like, if you're his wife, I would look at that and I wouldn't be impressed. I'd be like, you made it worse.
100%.
You look at embarrassment and you slapped the guy.
If he was one of my homies, I would have been like, bro, Will, you dropped the fucking ball.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I want to will something, I'm like, bro, you should have dropped him.
No, I'm saying wait until the commercial break. You're gonna sock him. Do it the commercial break so you can sock him harder, and the whole world isn't watching.
Well, yeah. But I mean, I can't blame him for doing it at the moment because it's in the moment. Like it's hard.
Nah, you got to handle yourself with more composure, dude. You can't get up on stage like an idiot. That's what I mean. You have to be more professional. I guess it is hard to like put ourselves in those shoes because of how much he has been beaten down. Like it probably was like an overflowed river where it's just. It was 100% Stockholm syndrome. It was 100% Stockholm syndrome.
It was pretty bad. But I'm just thinking like other actors, like if Leo DiCaprio brought one of his young models to the Oscars.
Bro, he would have just laughed that shit.
Yeah, and they're just like, oh, Leo DiCaprio, blah, blah, blah. And I said, some joke about having young girlfriends, which I guess not really that offensive if you're Leo
He gets that every year.
Yeah. Like something like that. Or like, you know what? You know who I could see doing it? Another actor, Ben Affleck. I was
about to say Ben Affleck.
Like, even if he said something about J-Lo, like, oh, geez, J-Lo's really been around the block now, all the way around the block and back to Ben Affleck. And then Ben Affleck would be like, I'm going to fight you right now.
Yeah, I could see that. But honestly, like, even that, like, are you really going to fight a comedian over that? Like, are you really? Like, are you really going to get up out of your seat, fight the guy like on international TV? Like, or are you just gonna laugh it off and go, yeah, she's been around the block and she's coming back to mine after? Like, are you really doing that? Like, I don't think they are.
And that's why I think it was weird that because Will Smith is like a witty guy. Like he's a witty, like jovial guy.
And he seemed like a cool guy.
That's
what I mean. A cool guy would laugh a joke off, or wouldn't let it get to them.
Or have like a punchy rebuttal, like yelled out something like, "Oh, like I fucked your wife," like you know.
Dude, if he had got on the mic, if he'd been like, "Hand me the mic," and just like been like, I don't know, even a basic shit, like made a height remark or some shit about him,
exactly.
Like a size remark, that would have been hilarious.
Yeah, that's like anything like that. So, you know, it definitely is interesting.
I think also he looks bad as well because Chris Rock is so much smaller than him. Like he just looks like a bully. Well, he just looks like a dumb, like your textbook big dumb idiot.
Yeah, you know what, you aren't wrong. And I think people look at like Will Smith's like he seems like he's a lot more nuanced than he is. Like he might sound like the big jovial, but he's a smart businessman. Like he's like one of the biggest like creators on Instagram, YouTube. Like he's smart. What he's he's a businessman. He's sort of low key like The Rock a little bit, where it's like people like
he
it.
Is.
But the thing is, the difference is I like Will Smith. I actually like him. I think he's good. He seems like an actual genuine good human and like does.
I think he's a cool guy as well.
Like,
I think
he's a great actor.
I don't blame what he did on him being a bad guy. I think he's just Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah,
the guy just like has been beaten down so much and embarrassed that like he felt he had to do an extreme measure.
And it's so much. It is so much worse now because all the memes. Actually,
sorry, just quickly on that. Like, could that just be it? Like, he's aware of the status that people think he has with his misso.
Yes.
That, like,
you are right. Yes.
He knows that if it got out that like she was offended and he laughed, and she gave him the daggers and he just kind of sat there and took it up, like he'd get clowned for that. So he's like, no, like people think I'm a simp. I'm gonna show them that I'm a fucking tough guy. Like it honestly was that.
Yeah, no, you do make a good point. Like she could have easily gone on a podcast or talk show or whatever and be like, they're like,
100%.
It's like, how'd you find the Chris Rock joke? It's like, oh yeah, it wasn't, it was against his really bad taste,
But like, I'm really disappointed, Will. Like, how I said the other day, he doesn't satisfy me. Another thing, like, I feel like a real man would have got up and stood up for me.
Yeah, she would have been like, oh, Tupac would have shot him dead, and geez, that would have made me horny.
100%.
Jesus Christ,
that Red Table Talk PTSD kicked in. This is 100% it. He was like, if I don't stand up now and fight for her honor, she is going to drag me across the table.
And that's like, these might be very harsh words, and I'm not speaking on Will's personal life, but it seems like he gets a lot of love and admiration from like the public, obviously for like what he does, who he is. Like I said, he's a great guy, good actor, all that type of stuff. But it just seems like anything that comes from his family is like not great. Or like not like positive. It's all like when you talk about Jade Pinkett Smith, it's like, oh, it's not like Will Smith's my husband. It's like, oh yeah, I used to be.
She's jealous of his fame.
Not really. I think she's like she's been milking her like friendship and relationship with Tupac. And she's more known for that. I think she's more known for being in a relationship with Tupac than she is being Will Smith.
Are they going out together?
Yeah, they went to I think they went to high school together and they grew up and they became famous at the same time. Like they had the same.
Were they ever together?
Well, yeah, I believe so. Like I think they had romantic coitus, as you say.
I don't know what Will sees in that. I don't know.
Oh, dude, she was insane back in the day.
Was she?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, she's insane now. Like, I don't want to dig myself a hole here. She's insane now.
The photos,
but because of what my age is as a young, early mid-20s guy, I look at a young, mid-early Jada Pinkett at the time, and she's very attractive. Very attractive.
Pinkett, not Pickett. I always type in Pickett.
Oh yeah, Pinkett.
Handsome woman.
You just say handsome woman. Not that.
I don't know. Joey Tribbiani said, oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah, I see what Will saw.
Yeah, she's insane.
Yeah, I mean, their kids are all good looking, so I guess it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, she's very beautiful. But yeah, now all the memes are out about like Tupac, or obviously Tupac, or
He can't. I feel so sorry for Will.
he's just getting dragged, bro. Just dragged.
Yeah, it's not going well for him.
Which I think that's why I do agree with you. You made a really good point about like how he views the public's opinion on his relationship. Like, I think a lot of people would be like, just sort of disregard it. Like, oh, I don't really worry about that. I think he knows how much people clown. I think people clown how much of a simp he is. And I think that would definitely play a factor. Like, you know what? I'm sick of.
Why?
I'll cop like a Twitter troll or whatever, but it's like, Chris Rock, you're going to come at my wife? Really? Okay, then. We're going to throw hands or throw slaps.
Why did she do the whole admitting to the August thing on the internet? Why couldn't they have just done that in their own dinner table?
Look, it's I don't know. It's just celebrity stuff, I guess. Like, it's a good question. No one needs to know that. No one.
It's crazy, dude.
Like, why? Like, even not even Will. Like, if I'm Jaden Smith, I'm like,
that August guy? Up. That August guy has been bottling up that secret for years. Like, the biggest claim ever. Like, I fucked Will Smith's wife. Like,
oh, dude,
this guy's been bottling it up for years just for this guy.
I think there's a lot of dirty laundry in the Hollywood. 100%,
but it's like, that's the whole like Pete. Like, that guy could have been Pete Davidson. You know how like all the hot girls want to go with Pete Davidson now because it's almost like he hooked up with Ariana Grande and then a few others, and now it's like this status symbol that if you can hook up with Pete Davidson, so he gets all these good girls. Like, August could have been like, dude, I fucked Will Smith's like misso. Like, that could have been another thing, and then he could have got all these chicks. He's been bottling that up for years. I think just for her to admit it on TV.
But I think he might be the Pete Davidson on the low, though. Like,
you reckon?
Around campus, around the Hollywood, around the water cooler. Like, people, Jada Pinkett Smith's probably going to like, I don't know, old Victoria's Secret model and be like, yeah, he puts it down all right. Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
What's his name? August.
Alsina, like Alsina. He's an R&B singer.
Is he quite famous? 7 million followers. He
hasn't really done much though.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He had some good songs. Like,
handsome fella, not the guy I'd want fucking my wife.
Oh, dude, he's a very good looking bloke. Very, very good looking bloke.
That almost makes it worse.
They did like an infamous photo of them on the red carpet together, and you're like, Jesus Christ. You know, he's just licking his lips tonight.
Yeah, what the hell? I'm gonna get this.
And then, yeah, the song that he made was fucking crazy about her.
He made a song about her?
Yeah,
he wasn't keeping it on the down low.
No, as soon as it came out, he released a song with Rick Ross about him cheating, about him having sex with her.
Oh my god!
You know what? And the bad thing, it's a great song. It's a great song.
Oh, so oh Jesus!
It's called Entanglements. It's like, what's one of the lyrics? It's like you wanted like a younger guy to blow your back, and you're like, Jesus Christ! Like, I think it's basically saying like she's like insecure and that she wanted to be like loved by like a younger, more hipper guy, and then he was like, all right, I'll put my hand up for that shit. and how she's doing it behind like Will's back, like it's like Jesus Christ.
How does Will not have any issue with him? He probably does.
Well, the thing is, like, the funny.
What's he gonna do? Like OJ him? Like, no.
Yeah, true. But the funny thing is, like, it's always been rumored though that they had an open relationship. Like, it's never been confirmed, but it's been rumored. Like, they're always like one of those couples that's like they just seem to have an open relationship. Which I base maybe it was one sided. Who knows? Maybe it was like, wait, what? This was an open relationship the whole time, bro. You shafted me. Because I guarantee you, Will could have been putting up numbers. Will could put up numbers.
Yeah, he certainly could have.
Maybe not now. He's definitely
especially no, but like, you know, even like 10 years ago.
Oh, dude, 10 years ago, we'd be putting up numbers.
Yeah,
big numbers. But yeah, she's probably not the only one. Like I said, there's probably a lot of dirty secrets. She's just willing to say it.
Yeah, I guess so. Not that anyone needs to know, but I guess look at all the entertainment it's provided. I was thinking at the end of the day, like Will Smith, you know, he's done it again. He's provided entertainment.
He's an entertainer. He's an entertainer.
He's an entertainer. What do you expect?
I mean, that is It's
some price to pay for yourself for the others.
It's like I never thought in my life there would be anything more controversial than when Kanye West went to Taylor Swift and like did the whole thing.
Bro, Kanye West looks good out of this. This is nothing.
That's what I mean. That's shat
nothing.
on that. That's shat on that. That's how insane it is. The guy slapped a guy on live TV.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
And it's not like he's right next to him. He had to walk probably
a long way.
Like he had to walk. It's like he was receiving the award.
Do you reckon like halfway down the aisle, he was like, I shouldn't do this. But he was like, what am I going to do? Just turn around?
Oh, yeah.
He had to.
I think he
Once
was
he got up, he had to.
I think he was walking up and he was probably going like, fuck, do I go open hand or closed fist? I think he was honestly thinking like, do I fucking punch this guy or do I go open hand?
That would have been crazy. Punching him for a joke.
Tyson would have been
that would have been weird.
Insane, especially because he I'm pretty sure one of his old movies he was a boxer. Oh, they did Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
So he would know how to
fight. He would know. All those Hollywood guys do boxing training as well. Like
I think he trained with John Kavanagh as well.
Yeah,
just randomly.
He would know.
Which is what makes it more impressive that Chris Rock withstood that fucking hand.
What a man! He looks great out of this.
Well, I mean, did you see his ticket sales? Went up like 900, like 9,000.
Maybe it was
9,000%.
fake, dude. Maybe it was fake.
Like his ticket sales went up. I think it was like whatever the ticketing company was. They said that they sold more tickets in the last 2 hours. I think it was like in the last 2 hours than they did the whole month. That's Chris Rock. Like he does like probably stadiums and stuff. He doesn't do small venues.
Sheesh.
So,
dude, I guess we'll move it back to the Lakers. Dude, they're getting clapped, dude. They're getting clapped every game.
Man, they're getting clapped like Jada Pinkett Smith. And
Jesus. Maybe they should chat to her of how it feels because they get absolutely like they were down by like 40 at halftime to the Mavs or something today.
Yeah, well, I mean, what do you expect though? What are we expecting from this Lakers side? What should we expect?
Why does this always happen to LeBron teams? Is it because he just is so bad at assembling a roster?
I think it's
like
just because
it always ends up like this. That he's just surrounded with veterans.
I think he just goes all guys. In. Yeah, he just goes all in on like the big names. Like
exactly.
Like, would it be smart if he had like a CJ McCollum and like Spencer Dinwiddie type players? Yes, probably. It probably would be smarter. Tyrese Halliburton, mate, like those types of players he should be playing with, but like they're not as sexy as Russell Westbrook. They're not as sexy as like Bradley Beal.
That bad.
Bro, like, it's trash. They got
Stanley Johnson. All right.
But the guy wasn't even in the league. He wasn't even in the league.
Malik Monk, Westbrook. Okay, it's trash.
Bro, Malik Monk couldn't even get a game on the Hornets. The Hornets.
He got 28 points. He does get buckets.
Yeah, but he seems like a guy that drops 28 and then leaks 29.
True. Avery Bradley. Yeah. Why does this happen? Geordie, mate, those bags around your eyes are looking a bit small these days. What's going on? You've been sleeping in a little?
No, look, I wish, but I think I've actually found a little bit of a gem. It's Transcending Organic CBD oil. Mate, David, myself, we know what it's like to be elite athletes, and we know inflammation and pain relief is a must.
Mate, I know you, and I know that you've been having aches and pains for years and a little bit of anxiety because you've been dominating on the park. It takes its toll.
Oh, dude, 100%. I've been battling, but let me tell you, things are looking up. The CBD oil has got me feeling less stressed. I'm sleeping better, and my body is ready to move weight around in the gym. I'm telling you, serious numbers. Eddie Hall, serious numbers. But look, not only does Robert Whittaker and I share being Aussie supreme athletes and really just the pinnacle of savages in life, but we also take Transcending Organic CBD oil.
Alrighty, bro. Well, if the listeners are thinking of trying some out, where can they get the hookup? Tell the people.
Well, look, just find the link in the description. Search Transcending Organics online. Find them on Instagram. They're literally everywhere. If you follow Robert Whittaker, you already know about them. The great thing about these guys as well, they have guaranteed shipping internationally. So, I mean, look, what else? What more would you really need?
Well, if you say so, Transcending Organics, thank you for supporting us. Check them out in the description. And remember, unlike Geordie's amateur football career, and I mean very amateur, be responsible. Take care. No, mate. Very amateur.
Double down. Because
Jalen Green, 12 points got on him.
But
Doncic is absolutely killing it.
And I think it adds. I think it's probably the impact of. So the LeBron's impact as well wouldn't just be personnel; it would be like playing style. He's like Ronaldo.
Like everything has to be geared towards him.
Exactly. Like Ronaldo's like, you know what? I'm not gonna press. So you're like, oh, all right then. Well, I guess.
He doesn't defend.
Well, I guess yeah. Well, I guess we just have to cop that again. Like, yes, like LeBron might score 40 points, 50 points in one game, and cool. Like Ronaldo might score a hat trick against Spurs.
He looks like a hero.
Yeah, it's just like. No, we need to play a system here where everyone touches the ball and like feels like they contribute.
Yeah,
but I mean, they might even make the playoffs. It's just crazy.
They won't make the play-ins. They're out of the play-ins. I mean, look, it's not that big a deal because like LeBron didn't play today and AD didn't play. Obviously, they're going to get clapped by the Mavs. I think you have to be in 10th to get the play-in.
Yeah,
they're 31 and 44. So how many games left are there? There's 75. There's 7 games left.
31 and 44.
There's only 7 games left.
31 and 44 is disgusting.
Yeah, so there's 7 games left. So they need to basically.
Because who are they in the competition with? Like the Spurs are in
the Trailblazers, the Kings, they're all well behind. But
like who? Like teams like the Clippers.
Spurs are 30. No, so Spurs are 31 and 44. So they're the same. Same.
And dude, fucking Deontay Murray's fucking playing insane.
Yeah, he's always been good. He's
putting up disgusting numbers. Like disgusting triple-double numbers.
Good for him. They always said like he would develop into a player. They've got a few players like Lonnie Walker that like the Spurs always said they rated them.
Yeah.
So, you know, but basically the Spurs and Lakers don't play each other. So they don't have a face-off game, but 7 games, same record. Pelicans are 32 and 43, so they're 1 game ahead.
Pelicans, Jesus Christ.
They're ninth. The Clippers are 37-39. So
they're clear.
They're not going to get caught. So basically,
and
there's a 3-way battle.
And PG's back as well.
Yeah. There's a 3-way battle for the final 2 places in the play-in. That's pretty much. They basically just had to outplay the Spurs over 7 games, and they make the play-in. They would play the Timberwolves. Sorry, no, am I retarded? Yeah, no. Stupid. They will play the Timberwolves. If LeBron's playing, they probably will beat the Timberwolves.
No, I don't. The Timberwolves have sort of turned it around a little bit. They have turned it around.
Yeah, but in a one-off game against fucking LeBron and AD.
Yeah, true. Well, when is AD coming? Is he coming back? Or is
He'll
he
be back for the playoffs.
If they make the playoffs, it's a bold prediction.
They will get to. I mean,
considering you're not even in the playoffs, let alone you're not even in the play-in, let alone the playoffs. It's like if AD can play, surely you let him play. You're paying him big money. You're paying him big money.
Oh, they're in so much trouble, dude. The Lakers. So they play the Jazz. They'll lose that if LeBron.
Yeah, that's a loss. That's a loss.
They play the Pelicans at home in 4 days' time.
It should be a win, but CJ's been playing well. I'll say that.
But yes, you'd expect that. But like the Lakers should win. But then they play the Nuggets at home, the Suns in Phoenix, the Warriors in Golden State, Thunder at home, and the Nuggets in Denver. Like haven't got an easy run in.
So basically, the only wins like guaranteed win is like OKC. I would think.
Yeah, I wouldn't label anything a guaranteed win for them.
Oh,
the Pelicans, they have. I think if you're like Brandon Ingram right now, you're like, I had the chance to knock the Lakers out of the playoffs. They traded me. He's probably going to go insane over the next few games. But they play the Trailblazers. They should win that. And they play the Lakers. So this is the Pelicans. They play the Clippers.
You know, Trailblazers is not an easy win, but yes, they should win.
The Blazers again, the Grizzlies, the Warriors.
That's a tough run.
Yeah, but not tougher than the Lakers. And where we at for the... Dude, this play-in is a great idea.
No, I find it stupid.
It kind of fucks the team that comes 7th.
That's what I mean. If the Lakers, thing about the Lakers, they're 31-43 and they're in the conversation. You're like, mate, you've lost.
Kind of not fair.
You lost so many games. Like,
yeah, it's kind of not fair.
Like they'll have a negative record. Even if they win every game, they'll have a negative record.
Yeah, but what it does do is it means that a team who's like 7th pushes to get 6th. And it creates more jeopardy.
And I guess it makes like more like something like a team like the Pelicans where they would usually tank. Now it's like, oh, we actually have a chance. We'll play.
Do they get more money for playing in the playoffs?
I would assume so.
So the owners are like, yeah, if we can play in the playoffs, we're not fucking tanking. We're getting that money.
Yeah, of course. Oh, yeah. So I know what you mean.
Yeah. Or else it's like, because what's the point of playing like not tanking so you can go to the playoffs, you get bounced out first round unless you get good cash for it.
Yeah.
Which I assume they do.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
The Spurs, they play the Grizzlies, the Trailblazers, the Nuggets, the Timberwolves, the Warriors. The Lakers aren't making this shit.
I mean, yeah, it'd be a miracle. But they just need to get in, though. That's the thing. They just need to get in.
And then if AD and LeBron are healthy, then they can really beat anyone.
Because who's 7th and 6th right now?
6th?
That would be the ultimate shafting. That's the ultimate shafting.
No, 7th are the Timberwolves.
Oh my
They
God.
won't catch the Nuggets who are 2 games ahead, I wouldn't think.
No, but 6 plays them as well, isn't it? Oh,
no,
7th
plays 10th, 8th plays 9th.
That's what I mean. You've got the Timberwolves like, bro, what the fuck? We finally got a winning record and now we've been shafted.
There you get shafted. Yeah, that's kind of annoying.
Wait, the Nuggets are only 6.
Yeah, well, they're playing without Jamal Murray.
Yeah, but
and Porter Jr.
Yeah, but I don't agree that how Jokic is in the MVP conversation.
It's very tight. The Nuggets are 6th, same record of 5th. The Jazz, they're basically 5th. Then the Mavs are 2 games ahead in 4th. The Warriors are 1 game ahead of them in 3rd. The Grizzlies are 5. Like, it's really tight.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Yeah. Fairs. Because it's all like Jokic. Everyone's saying Jokic is going to win MVP, like back-to-back MVPs, and your team's coming 6th. It's like, okay.
They could finish 4th, maybe even 3rd. Like, probably not 3rd, but
is this Embiid slander? Yes, I think it sounds like it's some Embiid slander.
You don't like Embiid?
No, I'm saying from the media, like, because he should be I think he should be the MVP. Really?
Well, they're only 4th as well. They've only won. They won 1 more game than the Nuggets do.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So
then the other one's Giannis, Giannis is just a boring pick.
Yeah, 47-28. No one's near the Suns. The Grizzlies are well ahead as well.
Do you think they're legit, the Grizz Nation?
Who are they going to have to play? They're going to have to play whoever wins the...
they could be versing LeBron.
No, LeBron would be playing, I assume, in the... Oh, yeah.
They could face LeBron.
How does it work? Who plays who? Like, is it...
No, surely it's 8 versus 10. Oh.
No, but who becomes the 7th seed? The winner of 7 versus 10?
No. I guess whoever the highest seed, yeah. So I guess,
pretty much, yeah. The Grizz could be playing. The Grizz and the Suns could be playing, yeah.
The Suns. Well, that's what happened last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Suns would feel confident playing them. The Grizz maybe not, but if the Grizzlies don't play them, they're playing the Clippers or the Pels or Spurs or the Timberwolves.
Sure.
They play the Timberwolves. The Grizz play the actual 7th seed. They clap them.
Yeah, they clap it.
They play the Timberwolves. They clap them.
Timberwolves get clapped.
They play the Pelicans, slap them. Clippers, I don't know. If Kawhi comes back, shafted. Lakers, shafted. Spurs, they probably beat them.
Yeah, true. Like they would Will Smith a lot of teams, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of the low teams.
August, whatever his name is.
Oh, yeah, true. No. I think the Phoenix Suns would be the August. Like they were August of other teams.
August them.
And then Grizzlies are more like, we're going to Will Smith you.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Which I guess, you do want to be the August of the NBA, though. I think that's the goal. You want to be the
Kelly
August.
Oubre.
The Kelly Oubre. Oh, jeez, yeah. Yeah, Kelly Oubre. Yeah,
speaking of the Kelly Oubre, the Hornets. He still plays for the Hornets, yeah?
Yeah, he does. He's like a good 6th man. I don't know if he's
they're doing well. They're 9th.
The
Hawks are 10th.
Yeah, they've really dropped off the Hawks.
They are clear of the Knicks, though, so they will make the play-in.
And then who knows?
They will play the Cavs.
And they're like playoff, like fucking merchants.
Yeah, they'll be better than the playoffs.
Yeah.
Um,
Trey Young in the playoffs.
but they will
fucking
play the
fresh.
Cavs, and then if they win, they will probably have to play the Heat, which is better than playing the Bucks.
But again, it's really close in that area, isn't it? Like it's like the Bulls are in the discussion. You got
it's a bit of a difference.
you got the Cavs.
The Hawks are 10th on 38 wins. The Heat are first on 48 wins. And everyone in between is very.
That's what I mean.
One win each.
That's what I mean. So like it could all sort of change.
It could change. I mean, the Celtics were like in 11th, weren't they?
Yeah, and now they're like in the top five.
They got to number one. Now they're third.
What's the Nets at? That's an interesting one.
Where
the
the
Nets.
fuck are the Nets? They're 8th. So they're gonna play the Hornets. So the Hornets aren't making it.
That being said, the Hornets did beat them was it yesterday? 2 days ago?
Yeah. Play them in the playoffs when they actually have all their players.
But it's a one-off game though. It's a one-off game. It's not like a 7-game series. One-off game.
Yeah, come on. Let's be real. Let's stop. Come on. Let's stop. Let's stop. They're really gonna defend Kevin Durant. Like, let's be honest.
LaMelo. You're not wrong. They'll probably get slapped.
Holy shit, dude. Actually, is there anything else we got to say on this? We got a crazy story I'm seeing.
No, I gotta release it. Release the story. Release it on me.
This is what I was thinking today because Socceroos, they have to go to Peru, I think, to play.
Yeah, they're gonna play
one of their legs.
I think they're gonna play UAE for the third place.
And then
if they win, they're versus Peru. Yeah.
How fucked that atmosphere is going to be in Peru. There's going to be fans trying to like kill the Australian players. In the African qualifiers, I'm seeing here, I don't know how true this is, but I don't know why they would lie about this. Basically, in the Nigeria-Ghana game, I think in one of the African games, I think it was this one, in at least one of them, the fans chased the winning, so the home team lost, they chased the winning team, the players out of the stadium. They had to like run.
They ran onto the field.
Yeah, and the players had to like run for cover and get it, and like it was fucked.
Let me see this.
I think here they're saying that a Zambian doctor at the Nigeria-Ghana game was beaten by the fans until he to death.
What? What?
I don't know what team. Maybe he was working for like one of the teams. I don't know, but they're saying one of the doctors was beaten to death by the fans.
Who was playing?
Zambia, Nigeria. Bro, football fans are crazy. That's why I was saying, like, I'm legit worried for the Socceroos. Like, they go to Peru. Like, I think
soccer games. I feel like that would be an environment I would be scared to go. Like, if I went to, like,
100%.
if I went, because sometimes I think, like, maybe I'll go overseas and watch, like, the Manchester Derby. I'd be like, you know what? I will feel scared here.
I think that's fine as long as you dress it. Actually, no, there's no way you can dress.
That's what I mean. And like, it makes it even worse. Like, who do you support? I'm not. I'm just here for the game. Like, fuck off. Like,
I'm an Aussie. I'm just here. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, it makes it even worse.
Or like if Raheem Sterling scores a winning goal and because you're black, the Man U fans come out, see you, and just bottle you. Like, anything can happen. Dude. I was actually listening to Tifo, and they said they were recounting a conversation they had with Icelandic fans. And the Icelandic fans actually said, they're like, how amazing was that night when you beat England in the Euros? They said, it was great until we realized we were actually going to win. And we remembered the only way into the stadium was a 3-kilometer walk down a skinny walkway. They're like, we're going to die. These English fans are going to kill us when we get out.
Yeah.
And they said they were shitting bricks the whole walk. And apparently in the end, like a bunch of English fans came up and they were actually like, dude, we played like shit. You guys totally deserved it. And they're like, thank God they didn't kill us. But like, football games, the fans are built fucking degenerates.
They're built different out there, man. I've heard stories of like games in like, and I don't want to make it sound like these countries are bad or whatever, but games in Poland, games in Bulgaria, where it's like the fans, especially if it's like an international game and you beat their team, you're getting beat up. You're getting beat up.
100%. Sorry, just quickly, I don't know if they can say if. Here, it doesn't say that he was beaten to death. It just says that he lost consciousness after fans rushed the pitch.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He died somehow, basically, but relating to the fans, I assume. But yeah. So what were you saying? Yeah, you're going to get beaten up 100%.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like, for example, like we went to the footy game, 2 weeks ago, and my team was playing. And we got pumped. We got August. We got August.
But you were never going to get beaten up outside the ground.
Yeah, but I never felt like, you know what? I never felt any rage. I didn't feel like, you know what, if I see a Roosters guy, I'm gonna yell at them and get angry. Maybe because it's at their home ground, it's probably different. But again, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I gotta throw a hand if someone makes fun of me. Like, oh, you
100%.
support the shit team. It's like, cool. I'm going out right now, getting
Dude, like it's almost like these World Cup qualifying games like shouldn't even be played in those countries. Like these Peruvian fans are because it's a do or die.
Yeah.
Like do or die, dude. They're gonna be parked outside the Australian hotel. They're gonna be setting flares off all night. Like they're gonna be at the gate. Like it's gonna be, as an Australian player out there, you'd be scared, dude.
Yeah.
As would like the Nigerian and Ghana players. They would have been shitting bricks, dude.
Yeah, the atmosphere would be crazy. It'll be very crazy.
100%. And he's as a fan in any game, as you said, like would you be comfortable? Like, no, I don't know. Like, dude, like going like being an away fan. They say at the Barcelona when they beat Real Madrid, the police had to stop the Barcelona fans from leaving until they could clear.
That's what a lot of them do. I'm pretty sure what's the rivalry? We've talked about the rivalry before. Is it Marseille and Nice?
Oh, Marseille and anyone.
Yeah, I think it was like Marseille and Nice, and like the government said they didn't let any Nice fans in the Marseille game because they knew there was going to be violence. So like, I'm like, so if you support Nice, you're not allowed to go. I think if you're a season ticket holder at Nice, you're not going to the game. They would not let you go to the game. The government had to step
do
in.
that. They do that for the Copa Libertadores, so the South American Champions League final was between the two big teams from the Argentinian capital that are like historical rivals.
They're like Boca Juniors
and River Plate. And FIFA just made FIFA like, no, the game is getting played in Madrid. The game isn't getting played. The game isn't getting played in Argentina. It's getting played in Madrid. Because
that sounds like a game that would there's hands being thrown. There's a lot of bloody Will Smith going on.
It's crazy.
But I mean, look, Sam, I do enjoy the passion.
It's good.
It's good.
But maybe if you didn't feel threatened.
That's why if there's any World Cup that's safe, it would be this one.
I agree.
Minimal drinking. There's not going to be a lot of fans willing to travel that far to go to. Obviously, there is.
Nah, they'll go.
But they're not going to be like the Euros. Imagine the Euros. That would have been fucking.
Nah, I reckon it's going to be the same, dude.
At this World Cup, really?
I think the only thing that stops it is like the laws. No. People take time off to go to the World Cup.
Look, I'm not saying
my friends went to Russia.
Yeah, but I'm not saying English people are all white pasty people, but there are a lot of white pasty people, and
they'll be going.
Chuck a white pasty person in the Middle East. One, the political context doesn't help, but then two, the weather doesn't help either.
Dude, I was watching the Sunderland documentary. People from Sunderland take the train down to like the south of England to watch like a third division football game. English fans will go to Qatar.
Oh no, I'm not denying that. But like I said, the minimization of alcohol there would probably help with the chillness a little.
Again, we'll see how that works out.
Like, I believe they're making like what fan tents or whatever, like fan zones, like
where there are Europeans. I think booze and cigarettes will be found.
Yeah, it'll get there somehow. I'll say that it'll get there somehow.
100%.
So we'll see. It'll be interesting. I mean, did we talk about last week Italy? Any thoughts about Italy just being a mess? They're just a mess.
I don't feel sorry for them a little bit.
I don't understand though, like why play besides it being a competition, obviously, like what's the incentive of playing the Euros there, really?
Because you can be European champions. It's another competition.
Yeah, but it's like now it's like, but what does it mean now? You're not even in the World Cup, so it's like the World Cup's like the best team.
I do agree. The winner of the World Cup should be, but they're run by different.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
But no, it's because it's a different competition. It's a completely different competition.
It just seems weird, like the best team in Europe is not going to be in it. And I know
but they're not the best team in Europe. They didn't beat North Macedonia.
Yeah, you're right. They're not.
And they had I feel sorry for them because they came second in their group, and it's like I don't think they lost the game, or they lost one game in their qualifiers, and they don't play the World Cup. But because like even if they had won that game, they would have had to play Portugal, and then one of Portugal, Italy would have missed out.
Yeah,
like it is tough. Portugal, I would feel more sorry for because they actually did they had that disallowed Cristiano goal. But then again, Jorginho missed 2 penalties in separate games that would have sent them to the World Cup.
Yeah, the fucking third best player in the world, my ass.
Yeah, like I don't know, but it is weird the way the European qualifiers happen. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's a World Cup. Like not everyone
Yeah,
can go.
yeah. No, you're right. Well, I mean, next competition, they're fucking going to try to. I think they're expanding it to 48 teams or something.
The World Cup.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
48 teams, bro. 48 countries.
I guess like why not? Why not just have more
48
teams?
countries.
How are they going to do it? Because it
But it's
works
like-
so well now with the round of 16 and everything. How's that going to work?
I don't know. It'll just be more. It'll just be more
Yeah.
games. I think it's just the group stage is just bigger. And instead of
Part of
like
what makes the World Cup so good is if you lose twice, you're out. And even if you like
Yeah.
lose once, you're still out.
I mean, you know, like we said at the top of the podcast, advertising and fucking TV dollars, mate.
True, but
Think about
it's,
it.
the World
It's
Cup
like,
is
it's
this
so
thing.
much
It's
more
tough for a
games.
country to
There's
miss
so
out
many
on.
games.
Yeah, but it's
So many
like
games.
I don't know. As long as they make it every 4 years only, if I can deal with the more games, if it's still every 4 years, every 2 years, get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here. And every 2 years, how are they going to do qualifying for it? When are you going to qualify? Like
Yeah.
directly after the last one?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but they'll do it somehow. And hopefully Australia lifts. We need Australia to lift, man. Jesus Christ.
That's I think they could beat Peru. Peru aren't that good.
But we
Then
get
again,
it.
neither are Australia.
Yeah, we're just gonna get slapped, bro. We're gonna get slapped. And then do you see like our one current good export, quote unquote export in Christian was it Volpato, the one that he plays for Roma.
Oh yeah,
He's like the
yeah, because
70
the A-League teams didn't want him.
70-year-old guy, the A-Leagues don't want the two, like Western Sydney Wanderers and Sydney FC were like, you know what?
And
not
Adelaide, I
good
think,
enough.
is from Adelaide.
Yeah, you're like, you're not good enough. They're like, all right, I guess I'll just go to Europe and play for Rome then. And then
Yeah,
now,
he's in the Italian setup.
yeah, he's in the Italian setup and he's like laughing at the Australian team. You're like, fucking hell, what are we doing here, Australia? What are we doing here? Ridiculous, man.
Yeah, Australian football's pretty bad, but I think
Like somehow when we
the
have
system for football in Australia is really poor. I think
But
it's not as good as like the
but
rugby league system.
I don't understand how when we had less infrastructure in the 2000s, we were able to produce like Viduka, Cool.
I think that's what it
Tim
is.
Cahill.
I think that's what it is, though. Dude,
We
like,
have too much
even when-
infrastructure.
yeah, even when I was growing up, like part of the reason like I took up rugby instead of soccer was like, and I was a good soccer player when I was a kid, was like it was all like I remember like it was just so much bullshit. Like when we were like under 10s, under 11s, like there were like rep teams already, and it was like this whole thing, and there was all kinds of politics
They
involved.
already started
and-
segregating like the players.
yes, you started, and like AC Milan had an academy, but you had to pay to get into
Juventus
it.
had one as well, I think.
Yeah, and I was just like, what the fuck is this? And like, I remember like I showed up, like I remember I was like 10 years old. I showed up to like the training for the A team for like, because at that time, like there was a lot of kids who play, like there was an A team, a B team. I was for the A team. And I'm like the only kid in the team whose like dad hasn't like rushed them into like, oh, like, have you signed up for this fucking AC Milan thing? They're telling my dad about it. My dad's like, dude, like you had to pay it. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
No, he's not been spending his preseason in some fucking Italian academy. Like, no, he's been hanging out with his mates. He's 10 years old. Like, what?
Yes.
So like, and from that, it's like from that instantly you go from having, because what it would have been before is probably just like the footy system. Like
Yeah.
you just play, and when you're fucking 15, you go to like a club. Like
If you're good enough, you do the trials and then
you do the trials and you get it. Yeah. Whereas now it's like you have to get in at 11 years old.
But with soccer though, is that how it just works? Like is that how it works in England and stuff? Like it's just like if you get scouted, you just have to try and get scouted early.
Oh, they
and
start young in England.
That's
but
what
like,
you just need to get into the academy and then you figure it out. It's like uni. It's like just get into uni and then you can figure out what you.
but
want
in
to do.
Australia, soccer's competing with a lot of other sports for the best athletes.
You're not wrong.
So like, for example, like, I don't know if a young, like, let's just say a young Joseph Suwali comes through, could be a great centre back prospect.
Oh,
But at 10 years old, he didn't feel like dedicating his entire being, and his parents didn't want to pay all this money for that. So they just put him in rugby instead.
Yeah.
Whereas in England, it's like, what am I going to do? Send him to cricket? No, like no one even plays cricket. No one plays rugby. Like it's football and that's it. Whereas like here, they're competing for a lot more players. Like you hear stories about the AFL. I think Dane Rampy is the Swans like one of their fullbacks.
Mhm.
He's one of their best players. He started playing AFL when he was 18. There are no professional footballers
No.
who start playing at 18.
Yeah, you're right.
They all go to other sports.
That's like most. I think the only sport that doesn't have that, like basketball has that a lot, rugby has that a lot, like a lot of late bloomers. I think the only sport would be like tennis. But you never see a guy like, I just started picking up tennis at 17 and now I'm like 21 and I'm like in the top 50. Like, no, that just doesn't happen.
Tennis and football, yeah.
Which is, the two sports you probably need the most money, unfortunately. At least in Australia, like there's a big financial breaking point.
Yeah. But, I don't know. Football is super. I do remember, and like growing up, like.
No, I do remember these camps, like I mean, people were like, oh yeah, in the holiday, what you do in the holidays? It's like, 10 years old, like year 4, year 5. It's like,
and I remember,
what you do in the holidays? Oh, I was in AC Milan camp. I'm like, what? AC Milan? Like the team in FIFA?
But it's a whole pain in the ass. Like the friends that I played competitive cricket, and when I compare what I went through, like I went through the same system that like I was never going to be good enough, and I was the worst at this level. I always say, like I played at the top level, but I was the worst at that level. What I went through,
yeah, I can speak on that as well.
what I went through compared to like what I hear from friends who are semi-pro footballers now or were super into that when they were in high school, like sounded like that was a breeze. Like I had a rep game every week. Then I had a carnival during the school holidays one time. That was it. That's what all the best guys did. Then the best from that would get picked to go to the state tournaments, like the national and international tournaments. Like even that seems like, dude, I honestly know like guys who played like Australia under 19s. It seems like what they went through was less hassle than what guys who never made it in football went through, who like never played Australian under 19s. It just seems like such a pain. It just seems like a whole deal.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we don't have any good players.
You're not wrong. I think, you do make a very valid point. There is, I just don't understand because it's like, soccer.
Dude, we suck. Remember when I told you about that guy with the Rome trials?
Yeah.
He said he was a top midfielder, Sydney FC, goes to Rome, first guy to get kicked off the trials.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell? We're trash.
Kids coming out of pizza ovens and they're doing better than him.
That's what. I just don't understand. It's so
saying we're trash. We are still third in Asia. Like there are a few teams
it's like, who are we
below us.
competing though? We're competing against war-torn countries that draw against us. We're talking about countries in war, civil war.
Oh, I look.
We're
I don't know.
competing with teams in civil war. We're one of the best countries to live in, and we're competing with teams in civil war, and we can't compete. Countries with like Oman with like a population of like what? Like probably 2 million. 2 million.
So what is the second round? Oh my god, we have Syria, Philippines, the Maldives, Guam, Kuwait.
But I don't even know a Filipino person that's played soccer in their lives.
I honestly think I could play for the Taipei. Actually, I wouldn't qualify. I think I could play for the Chinese national team in socker. I truly believe that.
That's a funny thing. That I actually had that in my mind.
Cambodia, Hong Kong, Iraq.
We might close with this. Because it came up when I was thinking about the Christian Volpato one, where he's like, he's going to play for Italy instead of Australia. I was like, if you had the opportunity, would you play for China in cricket? Like if China,
I'd play football for China.
If China was like, look, we've got cricket qualifiers, and like I think we mentioned the podcast, your friend who's going to play for Indonesia in the union. Like they just went out.
Going to play for Vietnam.
Vietnam.
They basically just got every Australian rugby player who had a Vietnamese passport, I think, on a mailing list.
That's what I mean. Like if they did that, like for you, and they're like, oh yeah, you played high level cricket before. Like, would you play cricket for China? Would you play cricket for China?
I don't want to face Pat Cummins anymore, dude.
But you're not. Yeah, but if you're China, you're not versing Australia. You'd be versing like Japan.
Then maybe I would. Like, I think football would be fun as fuck. I would play football for China.
I don't think you get him, boss. I think China's got some legit players.
Nah, dude. Look, dude, they lost to Oman. They lost 2-0 to Oman.
Dude, China's 1 billion people. Surely they can field like a decent 11-man side.
I was watching the Sunderland documentary, the third. I'm not gonna lie. Look, I wouldn't be the most technical player there, but I reckon I could do a job
for Sunderland.
in that third tier division, dude. All you got to do is run, and you're better than half the players. Maybe the documentary picks it up.
I think we say that. I think it would be fucking hard to play.
I don't know. All I'm saying is
third division, boss. Like, yes, I get it.
Okay,
like,
maybe not the third division. But all I'm saying is like with a bit of training.
I guess in theory, what's the third? The third division would be like you need to be in the top 500 players in England that lives in England. Do you think you're in the top 500 players in England? Surely not, boss.
I don't know. All I'm gonna say is like I think there are guys that I play against on Saturdays who I think could surely play in it. Dude, let me just round off these lists, these teams in the Asia qualifiers, shall we?
Yeah.
Syria, the Philippines, Maldives, Guam, Kuwait, Jordan, Nepal, Taipei, Iran, Iraq. Wait, it gets better. Cambodia, Uzbekistan, Palestine.
That's what I mean, boss. What are we dealing with here? We're bragging about being the third best country here.
India, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Mongolia, Myanmar. Wait, it gets better.
Mongolia, bro?
Turkmenistan and North Korea.
North Korea competes?
Yes, dude.
How?
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like, I don't understand. But look, we're not doing that badly. We're above Oman, China, and Vietnam. So we will finish third in our group. Guaranteed, I think. Oh no, it's not guaranteed.
No, we have to versus UAE.
Yeah, and if Oman win and we lose, we're done. No, we don't play UAE. We play.
Don't we play UAE? Yeah, we have to.
UAE in the other group, dude.
Huh?
UAE in the other group.
No, but isn't it for the third place playoff for the AFC? Right. I'm pretty sure it's for the AFC championship, isn't it?
Oh, maybe. I think no. We play Peru.
Fuck! I swear there's a game in between. I feel like there's a game in between.
Maybe. All I know is why is Iran so good? Oh, they lost to South Korea.
You know what? Iran's a sneaky country. They always qualify they always do well in basketball as well. They're a very sneaky team.
Who are their players?
They had some they had one NBA guy actually, some guy that used to play for the Grizzlies. He was their best player. He's 7 foot or something. But besides that, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
So I mean, there is some sneaky teams out there. Very, very sneaky teams.
Yeah, we should be beating them. Let's be honest. Tim Cahill didn't live for this.
Yeah, that's what, dude. When you look at our squad, we had an insane. We
did have a good team.
Half our squad was Premier League players. Schwarzer, Lucas Neal.
That team got shafted by Italy in the 2006 World Cup. That was a good team.
I think that was our best chance ever. I don't think we ever get close.
Why though? Football's a popular sport in Australia. We have lots of immigrants. That's
what I'm saying. I don't understand how with less resources.
It has to be the system. It has to be the system.
With less resources, we would
basketball. Look how good we are at basketball.
Yeah, where's our wonder kids? What happened to Daniel Arzani? He got signed to Man City. He's just fallen to the abyss. What happened to Daniel Arzani? What happened to? Remember, he played with the 90. He was the youngest guy at the World Cup. He started for us. Oh, played off the bench.
Oh yeah, we looked at him. He plays a Belgium second division.
Yeah, I'm what did this guy do? He got signed to Man City literally after the World Cup, and then nothing. Just got loaned out, became a loan merchant.
Dude, I don't know, man. Why have we got no good players? We got goalkeepers. I honestly think it's the system. Really either. I think it's the system. I think if you're a young, because most guys, I think Frank Lampard even said this. He was like, my advice to young footballers is to get another sport. And it's because if you're good, people who are good at soccer, I feel like a good sportsman. You'd be good at AFL,
I think it's the opposite.
At rugby.
I think it's the opposite. I think soccer is a very specialized sport.
I don't think so, dude.
I feel like I can pick up a lot of sports. If I just started playing, chuck me play volleyball, chuck me play tennis. I know how to play tennis. I know that. But if you put me in the soccer field, I would get exposed because I just don't know how to play.
For a week. I can tell you from personal experience. I didn't play for 15 years. The thing, if you're a rugby player, your reading of the game, you will just find yourself putting yourself in the right position. If you played rugby or AFL, an AFL player, anyone who's played high level AFL could be a really good football player, would be an excellent midfielder. So
the engine would be crazy.
But you know what, actually? I think that's the problem. Think about all the rugby league players, rugby union players, and AFL players. So they're like, oh, he could have played basketball. He could have played rugby league. He could have played rugby union. But like, we don't have any football players in Australia who they're like, he had offers from 4 NRL teams and he turned them down because they all get into football and they just solely focus on football. And like, I don't know, they don't develop.
Because I guess it's a sport that, like, I think you mentioned it, obviously. You have to have a big commitment. Like, if you play rugby, you could play rugby and AFL for a long time before you have to choose. And probably you could add basketball there. You could have, you could be playing 3 sports, and then at some point you're like, all right, I got to make a decision here. If you're playing soccer, you're not playing tennis as well. You're just playing soccer.
And I think you suffer because of that.
Yeah. Like you play soccer and then you play futsal in the summer or something.
Yes, you get into that whole cycle. And I think, like, I don't know, like, Australia is so good at so many sports. I think because we raise people who are just like good at everything. Like, we raise athletes. Like, our basketball players will kick the ass of other teams, other countries' basketball players in rugby or in soccer, probably.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, we have multi-skilled people, whereas like our football team, I guarantee you put like any of our Socceroos on a rugby field, trash. Absolute trash.
I think that's why I say, like, soccer has the biggest learning curve, because you need skill. Like,
I disagree.
Like basketball, like, think about something like basketball. Like, Della Vadova made a living of just being a hard worker. He just worked hard and he made it to the NBA. Rugby, you work hard, you might make it. Basketball, you work hard, you might make it. AFL, you work hard, you might make it. If I worked as hard as I could, I think there's still a talent barrier that I would need to get to.
I don't know.
Unless I'm like maybe like a center back, maybe.
No, you'd be surprised, dude. Like, football, you can train and get better. Like, and you get better quick.
Yeah, but I feel like me, I guess maybe not a good example, but let's say you get someone that played soccer their whole life here, like not well, they just always played soccer. They played for the local club and then they played soccer. If you take that same person and you put them in Italy against someone that had the same life, just regularly playing soccer,
they will be nowhere near as good.
Exactly, the Italian guy would just be insane. So that's where I think the gap is, where like the average person that plays is just not good. So then if you are slightly
the competition,
so if you're slightly better than the average, you're going to stand out more.
But why is our skill level lower? Because did I say this on the pod about my friend from soccer who is Uruguayan and he couldn't make any friends when he moved to Uruguay?
No, you haven't.
I guess we'll wrap it up soon. But basically, he said he moved over there when he was 4. His parents are Uruguayan. He is Uruguayan from Australia. They're born in Brisbane, I think. His brother was 8. He was 4. They moved over. They didn't speak Spanish. They could understand it, and they played soccer here, but they were good because they were Uruguayan. They were good, but when they got to Uruguay, they couldn't make any friends because not only could they not speak Spanish, but they were so much worse at football than all the other kids. The other kids didn't want to associate with them.
Yeah,
they'd be like, "You were in goals. Don't fucking talk to me."
Jeez.
Like they were even though they were decent in Australia, they were so bad compared to all the kids. One day their dad was just like, dude, you guys aren't making any friends. I'm taking you to the park and you are getting better at soccer. And he was
wow.
He like trained them intensely until they got to the point. And as time went on and as they just grew up with time in Uruguay, they adapted to the level and they started making friends. Like, they were so much worse at football, even though they were average in Australia, probably better. That like they couldn't make any friends. And now here they come. They say they hadn't played for ages. When they play, like, they're not as fit or whatever, but like you can tell when they're on the ball, they have a higher quality than kids here who've played their whole life. Like, they just played to make friends in Uruguay. And like their ball rolls, their touch, everything is so much smoother than kids who have played intense here their whole life. So, but again, why is that? I don't know. Is that maybe because they play more?
I think you made the argument before. It's like we have just too many options.
Dude, we're going in circles here.
Yeah, I think it's just we have too many options. Unfortunately, it's like a hot chick at the night. It's like a hot chick. Football. You know what? It's a hot chick at the nightclub.
No, but kids who play football here don't have other options. Think about the kids who played in the soccer team in high school. How many of them played other sports? Barely any.
Barely, yeah.
They were all football as you said, football during the winter, futsal during the summer. They were all football obsessed.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for them not to be good.
Yeah, I guess. Because what I was thinking, like the analogy was like the hot girl at the nightclub where it's like, oh, short, like it'll be so easy if you get a good guy, but they always leave single. And you're like, why do you leave singles? Like, because you have so many options that you're looking for the best one. But then because you're always looking for the best one, you probably
you're true. You look at like super hot people, you're like, how do they not?
Yeah.
But it's like they look at even hotter people and go, how do they not?
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, if you're like an athlete, and maybe soccer, maybe you're an athlete, but soccer's like currently your best sport. But then a team.
Why was this not an issue before? Why did our golden generation not have that same problem?
Did they all go to academies early? Maybe that's the case. Maybe you just have to go to maybe you have to get fucking exported straight away.
I don't know.
Maybe not
Tim Cahill life. Tim Cahill.
Yeah, go Tim Cahill. Like, what did he do? Like, if he grew, I know he's from Western Sydney, so.
Dude, he's Filipino. Like, it's not even like he's
not Filipino, boss.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's Samoan.
He's Islander.
I don't know. What was his like? Got to go to his Wikipedia, dude.
Yeah. I'm gonna search of like Harry Kuehl just to compare.
Harry Kuehl is English though.
Okay, he's one of those. What about Viduka? Is Viduka the same? Let me see. Mark Viduka.
Okay, so he was a free transfer to Millwall from Sydney United.
Oh, jeez, played at Millwall. Jesus Christ, that's fucking trenches.
See, he grew up playing football and rugby league.
Yeah, you need a mix.
And
because he's Benji Marshall's cousin, I think, or Sonny Bill's cousin, one of the two. Like he's related.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's Sonny Bill's. I think he's Sonny Bill's.
Yeah, he's related to one of the two.
And like, look at what happens with Wikipedia. A box-to-box midfielder became known for his aggressive and powerful approach and ability to head the ball in the penalty area, aka he was a ruthless motherfucker. And what influences he has? He played footy growing up.
Yeah.
Our best player was a multi-sportsman.
Yeah.
That guy who got signed from Man City, who now is a loanee, I guarantee you he wasn't a multi-sportsman. What's his name? Tim, what's his name?
Wait, what are we talking about?
The guy who's now a loanee, who Man City signed.
Oh, Daniel Arzani.
Yeah,
no, he sounds like a pure soccer. I mean, to be fair, I'm looking at Mark Viduka. It looks like he's just played soccer his whole life. But he was playing in Melbourne, and then he got signed, I think, or he moved to Croatia.
Sydney FC youth team from 2016, Melbourne City. You know, like no. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I do agree. You need.
I don't know. Maybe we're overthinking this. Maybe it's just like how this goes. Like we just have a shit generation right now. I mean, we can't talk. We're not helping. We're not playing.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong.
Maybe if we weren't playing rugby, we should have played soccer. We're too small for rugby.
But we have claimed that I think if we could make the A-League.
Oh, 100%. I think if I had never played rugby, I would have at least been playing. I think I could make the squad. If my dedication to if my dedication to rugby was the same with soccer, I think I agree. If I had played soccer instead of cricket, I would. Yeah, this is what I'll do. When the semi-pro, when I see him play at our lunchtime soccer, if he does play, I'll base it off that. But I genuinely believe. Yeah, dude, I watched the A-League. I'm like, on a good day, I think I got mates who could do this.
The A-League's not impressive. It is not impressive at all.
No.
It is. I think Sunderland would beat our team. Sunderland would beat our best team.
Yeah. Props. Yeah.
Sunderland. Back-to-back relegations.
Yeah.
No
League
money.
One.
Jack Rodwell milking the cow.
That documentary is so depressing. Basically, like the reason this club means so much is because the city is so shit. But they have nothing else in their life.
It's crazy. That's what I mean. The soccer fan dedication is insane. Because I think there's one of the scenes where they're doing the season tickets and it like gets sold out on the day. I'm like, fuck me. It's a team that's fucking wank.
But it's because they have nothing else. Like even the fans, like, yeah, I have nothing else in my life. All I could do is go to the football and hope that Sunderland win. That's all they have in their life.
It is so sad to watch. You're like, fuck, this is brutal. Your team.
They're like this.
Imagine
city used
that.
to have all the jobs, and then the ships stopped going to this port, so now they have no jobs.
Bro, like 2016, you're in the. It's literally 6 years ago they were in the Premier League. 6 years ago.
They were always in the EPL, yeah.
And then they just got back-to-back relegations.
And once you're down, it's hard to go back up.
Mm. Yeah, that's why it's actually impressive if you're one of the yo-yo clubs like Fulham or Norwich, where it's like you get your bag, go down, beat up some championship teams, and then go back and get your bag.
You have to bounce up immediately.
You do. Or else you fall into a rut. Yeah, you fall into a rut.
I want to see the Socceroos.
Any
of them even play
I can't,
in the
I don't think I can.
League One?
I don't think I can name you a Socceroo besides like Matthew Ryan.
Neither. What are these names?
No, you got to look at the teams. You got to look at the like.
The midfielder. He plays for a team that's going to play Barcelona.
What in Europa?
Adin Hatristic is a attacking midfielder. No, he's a midfielder. He plays for Frankfurt, so he's going to be playing against Barcelona. But like, hold on. Before I say that,
I have heard of this guy actually.
What is his? Yeah, why is he fucking scoring some goals? How many games is he playing for his club? Like, how many minutes is he getting?
He's been there for what, 2 years? It says.
Let's go to like the Frankfurt team, because this guy should be good. He should be good.
Play for Nottingham Forest. Schalke? Play for Schalke?
Yeah, he should be decent.
But see, look, this guy...
He's a bench warmer.
Dude, he plays in Bundesliga. He's played 13 games for Australia. But, you know, if you're bench warmer in Bundesliga, you better be starting this Socceroos side. This is what I mean. The Socceroos side, they start A-League buddy Donnies because they're like, oh, yeah, they play more consistently. No, I want my best player.
No, but I think he's a bench warmer. I don't think he plays much.
Yeah, but I'd rather have a bench warmer in the Bundesliga than bloody an A-League starter.
I'm saying, I think I got a bit like, all right, okay, Europa League. He didn't play.
Who's this one? Awab Mabil. Who does this?
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. But bench warmer for a mid-table Bundesliga, we can work with that.
See, that's the big one that we lost was that Harry Suter guy. He's like that big defender.
Who did he play for?
He plays for Stoke City, and he's a gun.
Oh yeah, he broke his leg.
Yeah, he's a gun. Like I think he was like due for a Premier League transfer.
Yeah, I heard about this. Dude, none of these guys play for anyone.
Who's this guy? Mitchell Duke. This guy,
League Two, dude. We're starting a midfielder who plays for a League Two French club.
Oh God, who's this guy? Club. Mitchell Duke plays in the second division of the Japan League.
What are we doing?
Tommy Rogic. Okay, see, we've been relying on Tommy Rogic for way too long.
Yeah, I've heard this guy. Oh, bro, Saudi Professional League.
Yeah, geez, this guy Boyle.
What happened to Adam Mui? God,
I think he's old. He's old. Who the hell's OB? What the fuck team's OB?
Dude, we're finished.
What's OB? Hey, this guy plays in Denmark.
We're finished.
This guy plays in Norway.
We're finished. We got no one.
This guy plays.
What about Vukovic? That's a good name. Oh, he's a keeper 37.
No, he plays like Adelaide or something. Is this guy? And they're all old as well. Columbus Crew in MLS.
Oh, God.
Like, remember Matthew Leckie? He was the guy. Matthew Leckie was the guy. Like, he was playing for Leverkusen, I think. Pretty sure he was playing for Leverkusen. No, he played for Frankfurt.
We suck. We got no one, dude.
Yeah, so he played for Mönchengladbach. He played for Frankfurt. He played a lot in the Bundesliga.
Bro, we should just put why don't we just play Tom Trbojevic?
Tommy Turbo.
I honestly think if Tom Trbojevic played centre back, we would have made it. I don't think he could have done a worse job.
Like surely get like a buddy Saab to play on the left wing and be like, mate, we're gonna kick the ball to you.
Run. I agree 100%.
Run. Be like, you're just like Mbappe. Because really, like, Mbappe is good, but he's a pace merchant, realistically.
He's a bit better than that.
No, he's good, but he's a pace merchant.
He's a pace merchant.
like a big pace merchant.
Yeah, well, Jason Saab wouldn't be that like
Unheaded, the guy's 6'6". Think about that. A 6'6" guy that can run like 11-second 100.
Connor Watson in the midfield. Just run. Just non-stop motor.
Like a Verratti or something. Just an animal. Bulldog.
And Golo Kante. That's what I reckon I would like if I had to play like I honestly think we should just be getting athletes and just putting them as the defensive as like the box-to-box midfielder. Just run.
Which I'm surprised they don't. Like soccer hasn't. Maybe they just don't have the financial capabilities. But there's a lot of times where it would be like, I think AFL does it. I think AFL probably does it the most. I think rugby and rugby league do it as well. But they'll just get an athlete from a sport. Like you used to play AFL. You used to play basketball. You're tall, you're athletic. You might know how to play AFL at all, but you're 18. You used to play basketball. You look athletic.
Yeah,
we're just gonna sign you. We'll draft you. We didn't play AFL. We'll just draft you and we'll figure it out.
With football, the other thing is to play midfielder in football. You need years of building up awareness, like scanning, knowing where to go.
And that's what I'm saying. That's where the differences are with the game. Like there's a lot more skill. There's a lot more nuance, IQ, all that type of stuff.
And I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, why are our footballers who play their whole life not developing that?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I think, maybe I am right initially with the competition. We just don't have
not high enough level competition.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I guess we used to laugh at America, but no, America's looking good now. So.
Yeah, America's that's
like Canada.
We got no excuse. We got no excuse.
Like we should be like Canada, where it's like
we should be.
Like Canada's not a good team. They just have insane players.
But to be fair, Canada's two best players. One of them is a refugee who wasn't born there. So it's like Alphonso Davis. So it's like he's Canadian.
Really?
I'm not trying to discredit him.
I didn't know.
I'm just saying, like, yes, it's not like it's a. I guess he did come through the Canadian system though. So I guess that's like they can claim.
Yeah, he went through MLS.
Yeah, there's no. We have no excuse. We have immigrants. We're immigrants.
Look, I'm not trying to be racist, but if you look at the Australian team sheet, there's no John Smiths in the team. Like we said, there's a Vukovic, there's Malabi, there's Arzanis.
There has to be. Yeah, it really makes no sense because population-wise, we're good. We are a great sporting nation. I don't know why. You know what it is? I think we give our soccer team a pass. If our cricket team didn't make the World Cup, we'd be like, yo,
but are we giving it a
going
pass?
down for
I
this.
think we're laughing at our team though.
Yeah,
actually, no. You know what? I don't think anyone laughs. Like the team doesn't get humiliated.
Not making it to the World Cup.
We're disappointed.
Asian qualifiers is humiliating.
I think we're just more disappointed. Like you said, cricket. Like if we didn't make the World Cup, everyone's like, bro, what the fuck's going on? Here, like with soccer, it's like, oh yeah, I guess we just didn't make it then. Shit, it is what it is. Like that's the attitude towards the Socceroos. Like that's what I mean. Like look at someone like Jonathan David. He just played in Canada.
Where's our Jonathan David?
Where's our Jonathan David?
I don't know, man. It's kind of.
Sorry, where is I wouldn't mind if our team is shit, but we had like 2 or 3 young generate like talents. Guys. Like we're like, oh, okay, here we go. We have no path. Like if we look at the next World Cup, I can't name you who's going to be in the next World Cup team, like qualifying.
We're not going to the World Cup.
Sorry, but like in the next qualifying campaign.
Actually, what am I saying? We're going to get clapped by Peru. Yeah.
Oh God, we're going to get fucking Will Smith. I think we get Will Smith. I think we put in an effort, but we get Will Smith. I think we don't get August. I don't think
there's no. Why are we so shit? Football is only getting more popular in Australia.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's the next generation. I don't know. Maybe when we're
I think it's the setup. I think no matter what it is.
Maybe when our mid-30s, that's really when we hit a renaissance in Australian football. I would hope so. Anyway,
I think you nailed it at the start. I think the academies or them, they're not doing a good job.
Yeah, where's all these fucking AC Milan academy players?
Yeah, where they all go?
Where all these 10-year-olds that I went to primary school with and they're bragging about being in the Juventus camp? Where are they now?
Yeah, you know what? I guarantee the next gun that comes to Australian soccer, probably gonna be he'd be Australian and he gets moved to a Spanish academy when he's 17 and he just like plays for Spain.
Yeah.
Like,
Or it could be like the opposite where it's like some English. Imagine someone like a James Ward-Prowse that he just can't get into the England setup. So it's like, I just play for Australia then. And we're like, yes, finally we got someone good. But it's like
I can see
he can't make his national team. That's the type of players we'll get.
I can see that. Like Mikhail Antonio playing for Jamaica.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, Zaha with Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just have no one.
Yeah, exactly. Well, look, I guess we'll end it there on that depressing note about Australian soccer.
That was we just had a fucking fat roundabout rant on Australian soccer.
Yeah.
Basically shat on all the players, said that if we had tried, we'd be better.
That's usually,
which, by the way, I stand by. I think if we committed our adolescent years to soccer instead of rugby, no question.
If I committed my life, yes, there's less teams and it's probably more competitive.
No, dude, mate, playing the NRL is a much bigger achievement than playing in the A-League.
I get, that's status-wise, status-wise. But I'm just saying the sheer amount of players, like, there's just only so many spots in the A-League.
No, but I don't think the standard of the A-League is anywhere near as good as the standard of the NRL. Like, you're a better rugby league player if you play in the NRL than football player if you play in the A-League. Like, the best player in the A-League is nowhere near as good at football as Turbo is at rugby league.
Yeah, but I'll say this, and this is, well, I mean, who cares that? We've been shitting on the A-League. But I guarantee you there's a great percentage of Sunday league players in England that play Sunday league that could make the A-League side and probably look good. Yeah. Look good. You're like, oh, where did this guy come from? Like, he was playing for bloody Thetford in like the Sunday league in England.
No, as I said, some of those foreigners who play the Saturday football with us, like they're older now, like 30s, 40s. If they had 20 years ago, they would have played the A-League.
Yeah. Like, I think there's a lot of like Jamie Vardy types where it's like just good footballers that just like Jamie Vardy got the opportunity eventually, but there's probably a lot that just never got the opportunity.
You know, that's what it is as well. Internationally, just one last quick. Internationally in football, it's like the rugby union system. There's tiers, so anyone can play, and if you're good, you just go up and up and up until you're a pro. Yeah. In Australia, there is that, but like not really.
Yeah, if I'm playing for,
you either make it or you don't.
Yeah, if I'm playing for like Chatswood, there's no. If I'm the best player at Chatswood and I'm like 20, there's very limited.
You have to join like a premier club, they call them.
Yeah, I have to join a premier club, and then it's like, oh, well, sorry, guys, I have to leave work at 4 o'clock, or I got to train for this fucking premier club. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, well.
Who knows?
Look, maybe David can help.
What was your last point? You're going to shit on them one more time? I just want to hear it. You had one point.
Oh, no. I made the point. I was just saying, like, there's people that play, like, local league that could make the A-League, like, in other countries.
Yeah.
Like 100% like Brazil. There's probably this fucking some 29 Brazilian guy that's like, if he came over, he'd look like a god. Yeah, like, oh, jeez, well.
I would agree with that.
Fair enough. But look, maybe you have some advice, David, that you could probably give to any budding soccer players, or maybe just anyone that needs help throughout the week. You know, the weather's been a bit hit or miss. It's a bit muggy. You know, we've been both a bit under the weather, so any advice to the listeners out there to get them through their week?
You know where I'm going with this. If you are young and Australian and not a large human, play soccer. Don't play rugby. Dedicate your life to soccer, and maybe one day we'll have another golden generation.
We need it.
Learn from Jordan I's mistakes.
We need a golden generation. Look, I think it's a bold claim. Can
I just say, like, so that we don't look like assholes.
Oh, so can I say my thing first? Because I'm going to make ourselves look even bigger assholes.
What?
I am saying, if we were in the A-League, I think me and David would be the Xavi and Iniesta of the A-League. if we invested our time, that's all I'm going to say.
Dude, imagine if like a team heard this and invited us down for training. But like, for real. I played rugby. I played rugby my whole life, right? And like, playing rugby was difficult. It wasn't easy. I never was out there and was like, it's fucking easy. It's fucking there. I've been playing football for like 8 weeks on again. No. And like, against guys in Australia who've been playing their whole lives, I feel like I'm just as good as half of them now. Whereas I never would have been like, just waltzed onto a rugby field and be like, I'm in the better 50% of these players. Maybe I played the wrong sport. I don't know, but I think maybe rugby's just harder than football.
I don't know, but you're still relatively young. Maybe you can be a late bloomer. Who knows? You can see on the world stage. Maybe you're the golden generation. You could be the golden generation.
If my semi-pro mate plays and I get to see him play, and I'm just blown away, and I'm like, and he's like, yeah, and I couldn't even make it in the A-League. This whole conversation is invalid.
And look, if we're gonna be
depending on how good he is.
If we're gonna be realistic as well, I think it'll probably be the former. I think he's gonna blow you guys away. We're like, you know what? Maybe we're not Iniesta and Xavi. Maybe we're not Pedri and Gavi.
I think Monday at least he'll come and warm up with us. So
that's good. I'll warm up with you guys.
I don't know. Look, I don't fucking know. I'm just frustrated that we suck. We're actually going to go through the World Cup. It's going to come to the end of the year. It's going to be the World Cup. And Australia's not going to be there.
I got to pick a team. I got to probably support bloody England or something.
It's actually so frustrating. We're just going to be like, no,
especially when you're going to look at the teams that make it. And you're like, these guys made it and we did it. Like, obviously, Qatar makes it because it's automatic. But still, you got to look at Qatar and be like, you guys in the
Oman, Iraq.
Oman, bro. Jesus.
Even Peru. I remember when I was living in South America, like the mum of the house I was living in would just talk shit about how shit the Peruvian and Bolivian teams are. I mean, Peru actually got to the final of Copa America that year.
I was gonna say, Peru's all right.
It's okay. They don't have any top players.
Yeah, but I'm just comparing it to our fucking side.
Okay, well, we don't have any top players. Yeah.
Well, look, stay tuned. Who knows? Maybe in the next 4 years, David's part of the golden generation.
We made absolute mugs of ourselves.
Or he could be actually shown up on Monday night against some semi-pro footballer. So tune in. Thanks for listening. Support the podcast by checking out Transcending Organics. Leave us 5-star review on iTunes. I think they got like 5-star reviews now on Spotify, which I saw. So if you have Spotify, fucking give us a review, give us a 5-star like. Always helps out. So yeah. Otherwise, peace.
Dude, some of what we said could age real badly.
Hey guys, if you're interested in checking out Transcending Organics, they do have a great promo where if you put in the code 23JD, you can get 20% off as well. So not only does that help us out, it obviously helps you out as well. So check them out. And yeah, enjoy the app.
Oh yeah.